Hello everyone, Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tuning Into Love. Thank you for joining me for another pick a card, you beautiful souls. I'm so grateful to be tuning in with you. We have 4 different groups to choose from, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this pick a card is for what new opportunities are presenting themselves to me or about to present themselves to me at this time. So take a moment to tune in, whichever really tugs at you, your intuition is most probably the message for you. It could be all of them or just a few or just one. But I want to thank each of you for tuning in with me and subscribing, for liking, for all your beautiful comments and sharing the videos. I truly appreciate each of you and am so grateful to tune in for every single message that comes through, and it's truly my honor and pleasure to deliver them for you guys. So with that, let's just get into the first message and see what wants to come through for you guys. So we'll start with group number 1. And I'll put timestamps in the description as always, or in the comments actually. All right, so group number 1. Let's see what your soul wants you to know about new opportunities that are presenting themselves or will very soon. The first card is, I let go of limitations and recognize the true beauty of my being. I visualize all of my limitations falling away one by one until I am safe, healed, and whole. I feel like I just pulled this for the last pick a card. So this energy, it's beautiful. Recognizing your own true beauty, reflecting that. So there's a beautiful opportunity that is a reflection of you. In the world, not of the world, number 34 from Sacred Rebels. So this is a new energy, idea, inspiration that's never been seen before. You're like an inventor of, a co-creator inventing this beautiful new reflection in the world that people may not have ever seen. And you're meant to bring it into form. You're meant to manifest this. You're in alignment with it, and it's something different, but so beautiful, so artistic, and it's like truly creating with that natural template of the earth energy of nature and the sacred geometry and the swirling and the color and like all the texture and different elements in here. There's like so many, there's like a school of fish surrounding her. So it's like all of this beautiful, creative, emotional energy that's coming into form. So we'll read this one at the end. I love how she's in the forest and the sun's like, it's like a light. It's not even the sun. It's like the light of her third eye, her divine, beautiful mind in alignment with her heart and her body. And she's in the river. It's like so much life in this opportunity. Okay, this is powerful. Be gentle with yourself, number 33. Okay, so I feel a lot of nature energy really being able to flow through you. You're really receiving the frequency, the vibration of the natural creative flow. It's like you're tapped into something that's creative, but yet it's so in alignment with the earth and it's inspiring. So be really gentle with yourself. You are an infinite being, a co-creator, but you're in a human body, and you're also meant to experience joy, enjoying your experience, not just working and, creating just to bring something into form. The whole process is enjoyable, and it gives you time to appreciate, to take those moments and really savor them. I see, like with nature, it's like everything here is just feeling so harmonious and calm, and things can be challenging when we're bringing a new creative project or opportunity into form. So, surrounding yourself with just very simple, beautiful nature, art, like very clean energy surrounding you, not a lot of clutter, but mostly just like natural earth energy and beautiful things. Okay, and it'll remind you to just have compassion for yourself, be gentle with the process, don't overwork yourself or hold yourself to a very high expectation. Just allow it all to unfold naturally. Okay, hydromancy, illusion. Here we've got the flowers in the water, so I'm going to read this one. We've got love without condition, number 26. River, movement. Again, here's more river energy, movement, flow. You're in the flow. Clean it up, number 21. In your tarot, we've got the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. Look at this. Oh, wow. So much love and inspiration and emotions and like just fulfillment, and it's all like dreams coming true type energy. Like you just feel supported in this, and yet it can bring up a lot of different feelings and emotions that you've never experienced before. So it's, it's like we grow in our consciousness and with our connection, our authentic alignment, and it's always like so much different than we ever imagined it before we grew. So it's just like I feel like all of these new energies, and so your soul's really just guiding you and reminding you to take it slow, like one day at a time. Don't, try not to focus on any sort of limitations, but no, there's always a solution to everything. There's always, when you're calm and centered within yourself, the solutions come. So don't let yourself get worked up or overwhelmed or any underwhelmed even by anything. Like allow things to just flow. The river flows to the ocean, and it winds and it twists and it turns and it goes through mountains and plains and different scenery, and sometimes it's slow and sometimes it's fast. So it's like just being in the flow, loving without condition. Really, like even in this card here, the fairy, she's like a little bit different looking to me. She's connected to all the little things that people may not love unconditionally, I suppose. So I don't know. I see this love energy, but it's very you've got the rock back here, the stone, the mushrooms. It's all very grounded. It's all very practical and logical, and yet it allows you to be limitless with your creativity, with your expression, like learning new aspects of yourself, cleaning it up, doing some spring cleaning, letting go of anything that's no longer serving the unlimited potential within you. Even cleaning up your house, just indulging in a little spring cleaning, donating some things, bringing in a new piece of something, art or, flowers or whatever it is that just kind of help you, feel the flow of alignment with what you're creating, inspiration around you. And this is, not just in your home environment, but, all over, just kind of taking an all over look at your reality and what you're connected to, and choosing to connect only with that is truly authentic for you at this, time and moving forward, because that's really what's going to support you bringing this into form, whatever this is. I want to look up this hydromancy card, illusion. Let's see what it says here. You may receive an offer that sounds too good to be true. Remember that appearances can be deceptive. Don't be fooled by enticing words and promises, as they could lure you into false hope. Your dreams will be realized, but not through this particular channel. Instead, call upon your spiritual sight, your clairvoyance, clear seeing, to enable you to see the full picture. When you shine light onto the situation, areas of darkness will be revealed. Do not be scared, but be relieved, for you have been saved from drowning in dangerously dark and murky waters. Tread water for a while, and soon enough your wishes will be answered. I look beyond the shallow end. Are they a foe or perhaps a friend? With eyes now sharp, I see the light. No longer fooled, I know what's right. Okay, so when you're moving into something, an opportunity, this right here is affirming to me that there's this connection that you have that's very equal, mutual, loving, unconditionally loving. There's an inspired communication between the two of you. It's a very natural flow. Like you can feel the natural energy of a natural chemistry, a natural heart connection. You have a shared vision, a shared ideas. So the communication is just very genuine. There's no thinking necessarily. It's just like, it's exciting. Like you're feeding off each other, like in terms of inspiring each other, where it can continue growing into something really beautiful. And it's like, it touches other people's lives and other situations in a positive way. So when you're in that kind of energy, you can also attract certain energies that may not be in alignment with you or that are not in alignment with you. So as long as you continue to remind yourself or just check in with your feelings and, say, is this truly authentic for me? Or am I just doing this because, I want them to accept me, or I want them to know I like them, or whatever it is? Like just be, honest with yourself inside, and Don't allow yourself to align with anything that's truly not like 100% for you at this time, or ever really, because that's, where it can bog us down. It distracts us. We become aligned with something that's not supporting what it is that we're creating. So allow yourself to flow. Know that, sometimes, you've just got to go with the flow. You've got to stay focused on the prize, on what you're creating, what you're bringing into this world, because it's something that can only come through you. Okay, so it's your responsibility to love yourself without condition. Allow yourself, don't be hard on yourself if you make any so-called mistakes. Instead, choose to learn and just keep refining yourself. Like, it's like a practice, and the more you do that every day, and it just becomes natural. It's like a new habit of creative inspiration that's going to help you really manifest this into form. Okay, I'm going to read this. And this person here, this is, to me, affirmation that it's very divinely guided, it's blessed, it's love, it's mutual, it's harmonious, it's balanced. Um, it brings emotional fulfillment to both parties, and the communication, it's mutual. It helps you both grow. It helps you both become more of who you are and discovering your potential, and also enjoying life, enjoying the person that you're creating this with. Like, it just brings a richness and a fullness to the whole thing that makes it all just so beautiful. And so you want to really, keep that in mind at the forefront of how sacred it is, and not allow any sort of energies, people, places, or things to interfere with that flow. Like, it's like, this is all divinely guided, okay? Soul guided, heart guided, however you want to feel into that. So let me read the Sacred Rebels card for you. In the world, not of the world. It is safe for you to become naked with life. This doesn't necessarily mean stripping off and running wild in public. It does mean stripping back your beliefs, strongholds, and mental or emotional security blankets so that you can live with less obstruction than ever before. Imagine the conditioning that has kept life away from you, just kept it dropping out of your hands like keys, coins, or clocks. Conditioned beliefs about money, time, security, having, locking away, holding, and controlling can be surrendered and allowed to fall away. What would it be like to feel as though you were on holiday every day? Perhaps there would be a softening in your way with life, an implicit trust in its flow, and a faith in the ability of time to bend and stretch as needed so that all may be accomplished. It is at an advanced stage of our spiritual relationship with life that we are able to feel held within it sufficiently, enough to surrender our defenses layer by layer and to nakedly accept what is. This oracle comes as a message to you. Sometimes we need our defenses. At other times, it is clear we are outgrowing them. There is something that you have outgrown. It has to do with your ideas about productivity, time, control, and money. It has to do with abundance, trust, and living with the fundamental belief that everything is going to turn out okay. You are ready to be much more vulnerable and exposed in life. You don't have to hide behind being organized, perfect, in control, or financially secure and stable. Nor do you need any other acceptable social face. It is time for you to loosen the strings of your own controlling nature. They are too tight and too restrictive for you anyway. You were born to live in a much freer way. When you live as you innately are, rather than how you have been conditioned to be, you will experience greater joy, freedom, and support. When you are not resisting yourself or resisting life, there is less resisting what you need as it comes to you. You are, let's see, what does this say? It might be. You are shedding because no matter what the appearance of things, those old forms were too constricting for you. It is almost like your spirit was trying to walk about in shoes several sizes too small. They were starting to pinch, the seams were ripping, and eventually they would fall apart completely. Likewise, you are being stripped of internal beliefs that are failing you, perhaps externally as well. Whether this seems to be your choice or not, make no mistake, it is your own spirit in cahoots with the loving spirit of life that has brought this situation about. So you are being guided to trust. If you have also drawn the oracle of trust yourself, which we haven't, you understand and know that this is all freeing you. After letting go, there comes a temporary emptiness that provides a greater space for fulfillment to come forth, okay? So the healing process is, imagine you are running naked into a sea, ocean, river, or waterfall. Be cleansed, feel it happening, be with it, and enjoy the sensation of it. Feel freed of any weight that you no longer need, be it physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. Let go on all levels. When you are ready, just open your eyes and rest for a few moments before going back into your day or evening. Okay, so wow, this is really beautiful. This is really beautiful. It's like there's this energy right now surrounding a lot of us where, it's like we are freeing ourselves of any sort of, past lifestyle habits, beliefs, structures, relationships, like whatever it is, even just objects in our home. It's like we're going through this clearing process, and it can feel a bit empty or lonely at times, but it's also like it's reassuring because we're beginning to see how that space is now being filled with love in whatever way that is, and it's just growing and growing, and your soul is guiding you into something so beautiful, and it's like freedom and joy, and you feel like you're on vacation every day or holiday, but it's your life, it's like something to feel really good about, and you're proud to wake up in the morning and be who you are in the world, and to witness your creations like coming into form. It's just all so beautiful. And this relationship, if it hasn't entered into your life now, it has. I mean, technically it's here, the energy's here. So for those of you who, it's like you're feeling it, it's like you can feel your soul refining you and preparing you for this beautiful relationship. And if you've met someone, or this is just affirming that you have this beautiful connection. And the wands, they're all growing. There's all of these new ideas that the two of you formed together, that you wouldn't have had until the two of you came together. It's like it creates that third energy of friendship and partnership, and the ideas are new that are coming through. So it's just so beautiful. It's wonderful. And recognizing the true beauty of your own being. Both of these people are coming into that. So there's, spiritual growth, and there's just so much to converse about and share, and, put your experiences together. And it's just like going to feel so supportive. It's just everything feels supportive. And it probably looks nothing like you thought it would, but it feels more than you could ever imagine. Like, and you just know, and it's exciting to see it come into form, because it's like magic, it's like, of course, your soul isn't going to, it's like, how could you know until it happens? And when it's happening, you're just like, I'm so grateful that I stuck through it, and that I chose to be gentle with myself and others, and take it slow and one day at a time, and enjoy the scenery as I go, and all the, whatever I had to clean up, it taught me this and that. And I learned about, myself more, and not aligning with things that are not meant for me, and loving myself without condition. It's just like, group number one, you're doing well. Okay, so I love you guys. This is your message. I truly hope that it affirmed what you already feel, and just provided, even more support in your continued unfoldment and journey of love and life, and bringing it all into form. Okay, so thank you guys for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, and for just being you and amazing. And I look forward to seeing you all for the next pick a card reading. All my infinite love as always. Peace in, peace out. Okay, group number two, how are you guys? Thank you for tuning in with me. So let's see what your soul wants you to know about any opportunities that are being presented to you now or in the near future, okay? First card is, I am grateful for all the wonderful things in my world. I express gratitude to the universe often, knowing that my thoughts are heard and appreciated. So I feel like right away your soul just wants to remind you to stay in gratitude, to focus on what you have to be grateful for, to just allow you to stay in alignment with that energy of prosperity and abundance, gratitude, knowing that everything you need comes to you at the perfect time. It's just an affirmation, that there are so many wonderful things in our world, and to stay focused on that. The more you stay focused in gratitude, the more you have to be grateful for. Sacred Fool, number 40 from Sacred Rebels. Okay, this is like a whole new reality shift. This is you really expanding into your dreams, into the awareness of who you are, discovering yourself as a beautiful, infinite, sacred being of love and creation and inspiration. It's like redefining yourself, it's growth, it's expansion, it's even like just really allowing yourself to be free of judgment and limitation and really embrace like your artistic side, your creative side, your beautiful expression, your unique expression, whatever makes you feel like yourself, like really embracing that. We'll read that. We'll read that card here in just a minute. Acceptance of love, number 38. This is from Nature's Whispers. I love this card. It's so beautiful. It's like the tree is the masculine and the ivy and the flowers are the feminine, and they're in this embrace, and it's like nature in balance, the masculine, feminine, the creation energy, the true sacred love, only the beauty and richness can be created from this amazing sacred love, and it's about coming into full acceptance of, seeing yourself as this beautiful sacred being, being grateful that you have this opportunity to create in true love and abundance and prosperity, and really envisioning the feeling of, accepting the sacred love in your life and what it feels like, the gentleness and the embrace and the simple beauty that love brings, the true, and it's just everything, right? It's everything, and yet it's so simple and natural and beautiful. So, oh, I love it. I can feel really beautiful things. Look at this, flowers, fickle. This is interesting. Yeah, we'll get into this. I'm seeing the red. It's like, okay, let's see what else we got here. Let the emotions flow. Number 23. It's definitely, I can feel it's bringing this like deep emotional feeling up within you, like welling up within you, because it's so connected to nature. Like you feel your natural connection, like in the purest form or state that you've ever felt it in. And it's like, it brings tears, and it like brings up old wounds, but they're like healing, it like redeems you. And it's like, there's like this back and forth. It's like a fickle, it's like, is this real? Is this really, this, it's like the old programming and beliefs and the logical mind reintroduced to the creative side, the right side of the brain, and it's like, wait, like I haven't seen you for a while, and I don't know. It's just like there's the earth, reaffirming everything you feel and know to be true within yourself, and really accepting this beautiful, divine, sacred love, unconditional love, and allowing your emotions to flow through your body, recognizing what they are, honoring your body, your emotions, healing them. It's like healing the etheric space around you and your emotional body. It really is what begins generating, it's like the gratitude. Once you kind of break through the old programs and beliefs that are very limiting and lack and superficial, like it's just, this doesn't feel like nature like this does, right? It's like, yes, they're flowers and they're beautiful, but they had to be purchased at the floral store or the grocery store, and it's such a different energy, when it's in nature in its true form. It's like, oof. So it's like you're going through this transition, this evolution, as you will. Look at this cave sanctuary. So, it's like in this picture, he's painting on the cave. He's up in the cave all alone. He's really there intentionally to connect with his soul, his spirit, to receive visions, and, whatever it is that his soul, the earth, he's connected to the earth, the elements. So he's very aware of like the cycles of the earth, and when to create and when to go within and when to go back out, when to receive the messages and spend time, internally expressing, just coming into alignment with your self as a sacred co-creator. Like you're a creator, you're a sacred being. And so it's like this leap into the unknown, that you're more than just someone who goes to work 9 to 5. You're more than just, your name or your title or whatever it is. Like this is an opportunity for you to really discover yourself in a very beautiful, natural, soul-based way. New life, number 39. Just came out of the shell here, like stretching after a long slumber. Okay, and then see your tarot cards. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So this is like laying down your burdens, after a long period of time. You're at the end of this cycle where, these wands are other people's dreams and inspirations, and you've been, kind of carrying the weight, the load on your back. And so it's like you're able now here in the near future to lay those burdens down and really focus on your own creative, inspired path. And with that comes these, breakthroughs and epiphanies and new ideas and clarity that are truly aligned with your authenticity and how you choose to express in the world. So it's like this major breakthrough and this new opportunity for, it hasn't been revealed yet. This is like the cave sanctuary as you go within to receive your visions and connect with your creativity and connect with your infinite self and your heart and what's really important to you and how you see yourself creating. And it's like feeling into that. It's giving you the time and opportunity to feel into that. So there's new life, there's new creation happening, and it's coming with your acceptance of love, of what true love is. It's allowing your emotions to flow. Let me see what the message is on that one. It's such a beautiful card. 23. Emotions flow like water. They can be joyous like a babbling brook, as deep and strong as a river. Give yourself permission to feel and experience them without judgment or blame. Do not try to deny them, for that can only lead to harm and disease. Do not dam them within you. Release them. Let them flow and go. Allow yourself to feel them and learn from them as you embrace them for what they are, a natural response to the moment that you exist in that will pass as the moment passes. Okay? And that's, as our emotions come up and we acknowledge them, we choose to acknowledge them and then accept them in love. It allows us to release that emotion, that energy within our body, and that's when we begin to heal. And then the unconditional love energy, the creative energy can flow in. The sacred love, the divine, the authentic thoughts that come from nature can flow in because you've chosen to. It's not like just releasing emotions. It's actually, they're yours. And so it's like acknowledging them, where they came from, how they got there, and letting them know that it's okay that they felt that way, because of what had happened. Like choosing to love yourself unconditionally. And if you need to go out into nature, it's a wonderful place. It just evokes those emotions naturally in a way that's very gentle, and it passes very quickly. So go within, allow yourself alone time, whatever you need to do. And it's going to help you truly just stand behind your decisions without feeling fickle or back and forth. And you'll be able to recognize that energy in others too, if they're kind of wishy-washy, or if they, it's like it's about you right now and not about anyone else. Okay, because I'm feeling like it's this energy of like kind of coming out of the, what people would call like a 3D consciousness into a 5D, but it's just you expanding your consciousness and becoming more aware of what life is really all about and how love really works in the world. And so, stay true to your heart. If the forest is where you connect and feel your alignment versus just going to the garden store, like there's a big difference, right? So honor your intuition. If you normally go to the garden store, but that day your soul's like, just go out and walk in the woods or take a walk on the nature trail or the park or whatever. Follow your intuition right now, okay? It's like guiding you to see new inspiration, to feel new inspiration that's more authentically aligned with who you are and what you're doing in this world. And it will align you with that energy of gratitude and prosperity, okay? It's just like, I feel you being called out into nature and having, epiphanies, and just, as simple as touching rocks and, different plants and putting your hand in a river like that. You're connecting with those elements of nature that are igniting the spark of inspiration, okay? And bringing about this new life. Like you feel reborn in a way that you just like, you feel like yourself, like you have new revitalized energy and ideas, and you actually have the energy to implement them, even if it's just one small step a day, becoming more aware of your habits and what you're focused on. So let's read the Sacred Fool here, number 40, which is the best thing to be, a sacred fool. From here on out, just see yourself that way, okay? The fool is a great rebel, able to thwart convention and tell the truth without restraint. I mean, we are rebel hearts after all, so It only makes sense. It's like, do we want to be fools or sacred fools? I'll pick the sacred fool any day. Your heart is a wonderful, powerful, sacred fool. It cares not for the right way to do things. It cares not for what the mind says is real and not real. It lives according to an inner wisdom that cannot be dictated to or controlled by anything. It loves, it lives, and it is what is. This oracle heralds a time, now or imminent, when you will feel inspired, alive, and passionate for what you can offer to the world. It says to you, don't try to be appropriate. Don't try to be socially acceptable and worry about what others may think about what you are doing. Just be. If you want to wear a mad hat whilst doing so, fine. The sacred fool in you is willing to leave behind what has been because it no longer feels right to stay attached to it. The sacred fool in you trusts life completely. It would never occur to this part of you to try and outsmart life or resist its flow. It recognizes that the mind is a monkey puppet on strings. More often than not, it is cajoled into fear when it could be playfully dwelling in the radical spontaneity of life. So the sacred fool in you urges your mind to let itself be pulled into joy by your heartstrings, not into fear and doubt by the controlling machines of mass media. This oracle brings you a message. It's time for you to play. It's time for you to let life happen in a completely unreserved, unscripted way. The more bizarre, left of field, unexpected, and apparently ridiculous, the better. This might not feel safe or appropriate at first. That is okay. That is good, actually. It is a sign that you are breaking with your own self-imposed conventions. It is time to move beyond them now because a bigger life adventure is calling to you. This is wonderful news. It is the desire of life to operate more radically through you so that you become the conduit through which miracles and crazy wild synchronicity can occur. You are becoming more electric. You are more plugged into the, sorry you guys, I'm giggling at myself because the way I said occur is so funny sometimes when you say words. But I apologize. You are becoming more electric. You are more plugged into the apparent randomness of life. Apparent because there is a refined intelligence behind it all. The sacred fool goes with this without having to understand any of it, which is good. Trying to access even one genuine glimpse of life's unfathomable genius would probably make one's head explode. As you take this journey, you may find that people around you are challenged. You might unintentionally cause them to rethink the way they live their lives. They may question whether the way they are living is the only way for them or even the best way. At first, they may react rather than take responsibility. The sacred fool in you doesn't engage with this. It is what it is, and it rises and falls as it will. It doesn't stop you from your merry dance of unconventional being. If you find yourself making choices that have others questioning your sanity, then you are right on course. You may feel that you are quite possibly going insane, but you are not crazy. You are just approaching enlightened awareness. There is a moment, sometimes a rather long one, when we wake up to new life, shed our attachment to mass opinion, and float in on a completely different state of being. We might find that no one is really able to understand or connect with us to the point that we question our state of mind. Stay with that. It will pass. You will eventually see that you are becoming sane in an insane world. The tables will turn and you will gain great inner freedom and creative juice. Stay on your path, stay on the journey, remember to take nothing too seriously, and it will all work out perfectly. Okay, here's the healing process. Say, I call on the sacred fool of unconditional love. Please help me access your lightness of spirit, your wisdom, and your ability to exist in the heart of truth, to be powerful without becoming attached to or obsessed by power. I honor your vision. May I see and know so truly and be free. I choose of my own free will to give myself absolute permission to just be myself now and always. Through unconditional love, mercy, and compassion, so be it. Okay, so new life is truly springing up within you. I mean, it's expanding, your soul's growing, and just stay true, see this as a period of refinement for you, and maturity and wisdom. And, if you feel like, you're going insane on a certain day, just stay home and nurture yourself. Make yourself a nice meal, watch movies, whatever. Don't put your clothes on, just stay in your pajamas, like whatever you need to do to get through those difficult days. And if you're having an emotional day, for example, just be at home and allow yourself to cry and allow it to pass. Not hold on to it, but instead to choose to see it as an opportunity to acknowledge it once and for all and let it go once and for all, so that it doesn't keep coming back up over and over. Really loving yourself unconditionally. And as you do that, you'll receive more clarity. As you lay down the burdens, it's like more clarity comes in and you feel the maturity. You feel like, okay, now I know why that happened. And you'll save yourself from, even more issues. Like, you don't want to go running off and telling someone all this stuff. First allow yourself to process things, come to your own conclusion, feel your own groundedness. And it's best to just kind of keep those things to yourself anyways, until you are more aware of how you want to share yourself authentically. Okay, it's like this period of, as you redefine yourself or remember yourself or whatever, and you're letting go, like it's personal and it's private, and that's allowing yourself to stay in integrity. And no one can truly solve anything for us in truth. So it's like a way of self-preservation, and not putting yourself out there in a vulnerable state to, because if you're vulnerable and you put yourself out there and you're not feeling strong, then the response back or the reaction back can cause even more pain at times. So it's best to just know that you can go within and this will pass. The more discipline you can have in just staying true to your healing process and knowing that it will, you'll overcome this, like it will pass. It's just like a small little whatever, and it'll like your soul, the universe will affirm it for you. Things will be revealed and you'll have those breakthroughs to be like, oh, okay, now I get it. So, you know, do what you need to do that's about you. Like, I see you having this beautiful loving connection with nature, with the, it's like the masculine, feminine, the harmony, the balance, the natural elements. Like, everything knows that, you're going through healing. So the earth understands, it's able to receive the information and give you the supportive energy back. And I don't know, it's like the earth is feeling our creative energy and you're part of that, awakening to this new energetic life within you, which isn't truly new. It's ancient, right? It's our soul. So it's perfect for this time of year. It's in alignment with the cycles of spring, and it's just great. It's wonderful. Okay. So that is your message, you guys. I truly hope that this resonates and brings you just some affirmation and, continued support moving forward. And I truly thank you for being you guys. I'm grateful to be here. So thank you for your subscribes, your likes, your comments, and shares. I truly appreciate all of you for that. And I look forward to seeing you for the next pick a card. All my infinite love as always. Peace in, peace out. All right, group number 3. How are you guys? Thank you for tuning in with me. So let's see what your soul wants you to know about new opportunities presenting themselves now or in the near future. Let's just see what's going on here. Start off with this card here. I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am. I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. Okay, so I can feel this compassion, this gentleness of your soul right now, really giving you some extra reassurance and love right now for whatever may have happened in the past, whatever you're blaming yourself for, or feeling guilt or shame or regret or remorse or anxiety, whatever it is. Your soul is really, I can feel, it's just like this very comforting energy, like it's okay. It's all going to be all right. Like, you're human. Yes, you're an infinite being, but you're human. And, we're all born into this amazing, beautiful world that's also full of a lot of false beliefs and programs that are very hurtful and harmful. And we learn a lot of lessons through our mistakes. So truly there's no growth without mistakes, and mistakes are redeemed when we choose unconditional love, and we choose to forgive ourselves, and we choose to align with authenticity, what's really true for us. Because when we're naturally aligned authentically to what's meant for us, we're in a natural state of well-being. We're in a natural state of generosity and kindness and love and compassion. It's when we're misaligned, when we've aligned to things that are not serving our core beliefs, our core authenticity, our core essence, like who we really are. It's like, so whatever this is, it's truly letting go of things and allowing yourself to feel whatever it is you need to feel, acknowledge it. It's just like in the last message, it's like there's this opportunity for immense healing, so that as you're moving forward, you're choosing what is right for you based in alignment with your truth. And it's like you redeem yourself every day. Your confidence returns, your inspiration, your creativity, how you feel connected to the world returns. All of it slowly, day by day, comes back. And it not only comes back like stronger than ever, it comes back for good, forever. Okay. So you're a strong, infinite being. And that's why, we're here. We're all here in this together. It's challenging, and we've all made mistakes and things that we have a hard time coming to terms with. But by choosing that courage and bravery within yourself and choosing to do the hard stuff, so to speak, it will create this life moving forward that is in the flow. It's easy going. It's just things begin to happen, and we let go and we forgive, and then we're able to relate to others on the journey. Like we've all experienced things we wish we hadn't experienced. So just know that, it's like you're being given this beautiful vision, very, very divinely inspired. In order for you to truly bring it into form, you've got to forgive yourself for anything from the past. And by forgiving, it means you're choosing to learn from whatever mistakes that you're seeing as a mistake. I call them so-called mistakes, because once you acknowledge them and you're like, okay, so what is it that I'm meant to learn from this? And you learn, like you gain the lesson, then it becomes wisdom. You've made it right. So there's no more wrong. There's no more wrong. You've turned something wrong into something right by following through with the process of healing and acknowledging it, and turned it into something really good, a beautiful lesson, wisdom for the future. And you won't make that mistake again. You just won't, because they you have everything you've been through. So once we acknowledge it, then we don't make that mistake anymore. We expand into a new way of doing something. We find a better way. We focus on the solutions. We see that we're capable of, creating healing and well-being and all of that because of choosing to learn from past mistakes. Okay, there's a big bold vision coming in. This is from the Sacred Rebels, and I'll read it to you. But I feel a lot of, again, it's like that beautiful inspired, soul inspired energy, but there's some ancient wisdom energy, nature, like receiving. There's like a lot of sacred geometry here. So it's a big bold vision. It's going to require you to feel your strength and your courage and your bravery in a very empowered way. Okay, so let's see what else you got here. Let me just flip them all over. Breakthrough, number 8. Again, that's the number of strength, a breakthrough. Okay, so that's cool. Ogum, nature. Again, divining with nature, connecting with nature, allowing nature to guide you and affirm you. Synchronicity is the way nature responds to you, the way that you interact with nature, how it kind of, there'll be signs and cues that come from nature as opposed to like synthetic things. Make the sacrifice, letting go of your fears, letting go of the past, the shadows, healing them, choosing to learn from them, incorporate them. It's like all inclusive, without having gone through certain experiences, you wouldn't be who you are today. You may not be able to receive the vision that you're receiving because it aligned you with something that you're meant to heal in this world or bring forth in this world or whatever. It's like through it you're able to renew the ancient energy and bring it in through your own unique filter in a way that only you can do. So there's like this breakthrough, like this threshold that you're crossing over, and it's also connected. It's like it's all inclusive. Dawn, new beginnings. Look at this. This is the inspired energy, the warmth, the charisma, all of it. It's like the adventure, the growth, the the beautiful warming of the earth and the colors being amplified and all of that. Go the distance, number 47. This is definitely worth whatever trials or tribulations or challenges that you've had to face. And I feel like the challenges in the future will be more, wow, they'll be rewarding. You know, it's like with the 10 of Swords here, Ace of Cups. You've chosen to align with your well-being, with your authentic self, and that allows you to come out of the head and into the heart, into the body, which allows you to, focus and invest your energy and your time into something that is continually bringing you this rewarding feeling, this satisfied gratitude, amazing feeling of, you feel alive, you feel like you can take action, you're proud of yourself, you feel your confidence, you're proud of yourself, and you're in awe of the beauty of this vision that's coming through, because it's like magic. It's like guided by your soul and nature connected, and it's just like happening almost. It's like we have to get out of our own way, and that's, you've chosen to heal. You reach the end of a cycle, a period where you are facing a lot of fears and, things happening in relationships and dead ends and just feeling like you're done for. Like, how much energy is like putting all of our energy into trying to save something, or, whatever it is, but it's like you reach that point where enough's enough, and you learn, you have a breakthrough. You break on through to the other side where you choose love and joy and harmony and balance and, working things out and solutions. And that's, unconditional love here being offered to you. So with that comes like so many opportunities for emotional well-being and fulfillment and contentment within your being and with others. Like, it's all very beautiful. And we've all done things where we feel there's, wrongdoings. However, we make them right when we choose to learn and grow. I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am. Okay, I want to read this big, bold vision for you. This is definitely something worth going the distance for. Whatever this is, you're going to have all the resources you need, the energy you need to commit and really see it through, whatever it is that it's like the beginning of something that is going to be with you for a long time to come. And it's something you enjoy, and something maybe you've always felt like would be such a dream come true to actually bring into the physical reality and see yourself doing every day. So, this is going slow. It's taking it one day at a time, knowing that this is your path and it's going to continue unfolding in the most magical ways. So making the sacrifice by facing the darkness within you, seeing the value in it, what you have to learn, because those will be tools and wisdom that you can apply moving forward on whatever this vision is. It's going to give you deeper insight and help you make choices that are aligned, that will work out for the greater good of all, so you won't feel like you're making so many mistakes. The mistakes, if they do happen, they're going to be more on the side of just like creative mistakes, or you learn something that you can apply to something else later on down the road. It's like everything will, it may not work for that particular thing that you're doing, but you'll be like, oh, remember when we made that mistake? That's perfect for this. Like, I just feel like it's going to feel like just all flowing, breaking through. Okay, I don't know. It's pretty awesome though. Okay, so 15. It's nice to see. It's really cool to see how supported we are in bringing our visions into reality right now, and always too. So it says you were not born to play a small role in life. You have the ability to dream big, even if you have absolutely no idea about how your visions can come to pass or what all the details may look like. You can access the heart and guts of a vision by tapping into your wildest dreams and surrendering attachment to exactly how it will all work out. The details are up to the creative genius of the universe. You are an active, contributing participant, but not the sole player in your life journey. There is something, a vision or an idea, that is coming to you. You may worry that it is too much for you, but don't worry. It is meant to be yours. Although you might have had some adjustments to make and some tweaking to do as you let go of your limited thinking and open up to a fearless acceptance of bigger, brighter, more radical, and more potent possibilities of creatively living your light in the world. A sign that you are cracking out of your limited thinking to allow for a big, bold vision to come to you is that you might feel a little dizzy with the shrinking limitations and expanding possibilities of life. You may wonder if you are allowed to access so much wonder. Remember that in your healing and growing success, as you manifest this big vision, you can touch the hearts of others through your presence, your inner work, your art, and your choices. It's a win-win situation. Those that are meant to live big, bold, and visionary lives need to give themselves permission to break the mold and forge newer, more expansive perspectives of what is possible, what is permitted, and what is of service. It's about letting go and opening up. Others will benefit from this, even though it is your vision, it is not just about you. You are being asked to remember that when something is right for you, endless synchronicities and support will flow your way at the right time and in the right way. Stay open, receptive, playful, and surrendered. This oracle brings you a message. You are about to receive or be invited to become part of a grand visionary beginning. It has the makings of something fantastic. No matter how the journey that brings this vision into reality unfolds, and there will be some twists and turns that you don't see coming, it is still helpful for you to be open to it. Trust your heart, be still with your choices, and when the time feels right and truthful, leap. Like this breakthrough, like it'll just hit you, like you'll just know. This oracle brings a message for those who would like to further develop their intuitive sight. It is already happening. Trust in what you perceive, even if it conflicts with what everyone else around you is saying or the surface of things. Trust your inner perceptions. They are accurate and will prove to be so later on. The healing process below will help you with this also. This oracle brings a general message of positive energy. Trust that things will be coming up roses for you, even if everything seems to be in a bit of shambles now. It's really just the essential mess before a truly spectacular success. So the healing process is say, I release all blocks to my vision. I release all beliefs, conscious or unconscious, stored in my body or mind that would have me belittle or minimize myself out of fear or ignorance. I choose to be bold, big, and bright, to vision with my heart and receive all the genius of the universe in supporting that vision and coming to life. So be it. Okay, so remind yourself of that if you feel yourself forgetting, and know that there will be twists and turns. There will be challenges. Like I said, I feel like there's, it's all serving your growth though. So if you find yourself, in the beginning doubting yourself, just pull yourself back, go slow, take it one moment at a time, really feel into your body, your instincts, your intuition. If your body's telling you all is well, trust your body, get a drink of water, get something to eat, go lay down, read a book, watch a movie, go for a little walk outside, like just whatever you can do to shift the energy that feels good. If it doesn't feel right, your body's going to let you know. It's going to start feeling anxiety or tense, or you're just going to start feeling like stressed or something. So being in connection with nature, it's like you'll feel the support, you'll feel the relief. Go slow, allow yourself to heal, so it's slow and steady. That is the win-win. And that's, it's like the universe just synchronizes around us, so we don't feel so rushed, like we have to accomplish everything all at once. It's something that will be revealed to you every day, and it's like retraining ourselves to really remember that we already have this connection to the natural flow and rhythm of ourselves and the earth and the universe and the seen and unseen. It's all there. So this is beautiful. It's preparing you for this beautiful energy of joy and creation moving forward that is going to be with you for your life. Okay, so no more having to feel torn up in your mind and your decisions. Like, this is going to help you stand behind every decision you make and be really proud of what you're creating. And it's going to also bring others together, so it's like benefiting you, it's benefiting them, it's benefiting the earth. Everything's communicating with each other. And it's very inspirational because you're choosing to heal and let go of things in the past and criticize yourself and all of those, which, learning to support yourself and saying kind things to yourself and be like, okay, I'm okay. Anyone in my shoes would feel this way. I'm doing great. I'm getting better every day. The universe is supporting me. And that, also aligns you with truly being an amazing inspiration for others. So it's like it's just also beautiful. It's like this beautiful lesson in unconditional love, and you're really anchoring that energy here now. You've transmuted that energy not just for yourself but for the collective, and choosing to root that love, with yourself and where you are, and it's just going to begin radiating out. Okay, so nature is going to speak to you. New beginnings are here. Just remember to flow and allow the warmth to guide you. Your feelings is like, it's so beautiful. I'm so happy for you, group number 2. So I truly hope this message affirmed where you're at and what you're feeling, and brought some just guidance and support moving forward. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in with me and for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing on the videos. Um, I truly enjoy these times of delivering messages for you guys, these pick a cards, and I look forward to it every time. So I'll see you again very soon for the next pick a card. All my infinite love as always, you guys. Peace in, peace out. All right, group number 4. How are you guys? Thank you for tuning in with me. Let's see what your soul wants you to know about any new opportunities presenting themselves to you, or now or in the near future, okay? So we've got, I rejoice in my unlimitedness. I am aware that I am pure consciousness. I am one with all life. I rejoice in my unlimitedness. I am aware that I am pure consciousness. I am one with all of life. What a beautiful realization that you're coming into. It's magical. It's a whole expanded awareness of what's going on within yourself and the reality that we live in. So let's see what you got here. The perfection of your life, number 30. I'll read this. This is from the Sacred Rebels here in just a minute, but it's like it's like seeing things from a whole new perspective of the same thing, but seeing it in a completely new way. It's like being in a forest that's on fire, and it can be really scary and traumatizing and devastating. But then it's like if something lifted you up and you were like high above the earth and you were looking at the whole earth and you saw like some of the earth on fire and you saw like other stuff like the ocean, like it may just be like all one beautiful masterpiece. So it's like you're seeing things from a very expanded perception, and it's all very new. And it's also, what comes after kind of a stormy time in our lives, or we have this huge growth spurt of awareness. And so things feel beautiful, and also, it's like it's like a transition period. Okay. So it can be overwhelming, and then it can be like completely something different. And it's just kind of like you're being introduced to all of this beautifulness around you. And it's also, we're also becoming, it's like we're aware too of like how sacred and fragile it all is. And so there's like this melancholy almost that comes with it, like this deep love for everything and everyone. And you can see like, the solutions and why maybe certain people are reacting to things versus, it's like we see the absence of love and we want to fill it, and it's really already there. It's just reminding ourselves that it's already there, and having compassion for, what we didn't know in the past and what we, have still yet to learn, and seeing that in other people. And it's just like, whew, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's like rejoicing in that unlimited, freeing your mind and realizing that you're pure consciousness. You are one with all of life. And so all we can truly do is focus on our own energy, becoming masterful in our own energy, and allowing that to then radiate out and inspire others to do the same. That's, but it's like really choosing to be that connected, conscious, aware being of infinite awareness, intelligence, love that you are in a human body. Like it's all very deep, and yet so simple and complex, and yet so, just plain. Like it's so, I can feel it. I know, I resonate. I still feel this way most days. Be in service, number 41. Okay, so this, being in service, it allows you to connect and, align on a daily basis with who you really are, just as your authentic self, and being able to share whatever gifts and talents you have in the world that anchor this foundation, that it's something we can build upon, that inspires us, that's beautiful, that reminds us of who we really are. It's like being in service to others, even, in just your presence, like when you're wherever you are, you're mindful and you pay attention to the details. And, it's like seeing your home as a sacred shelter, and taking care of it as a loved one, or having your plants and watering them, being mindful that they're alive too, and taking care of them and giving them a little love, and saying hi to the neighbor, and just being, your kind, natural self in service to life, because now it's like you see that when you serve yourself, you also serve others. And this is a co-creation, and we are these, stewards and guardians of, our life. Like in general, we are the ones that make it happen. We create or we destroy, right? So it's like we do both simultaneously, just depending on how you want to perceive it. But if your intention is rooted in unconditional love and creation and inspiration, then you're always going to make the choices that are, something you can stand behind. And if it didn't work out, it's not devastating. Like you're rooted in love, and so you learn from it, and it becomes wisdom much more easily. And I just see how you're like, I can feel like how you're connected and having epiphanies, and it's like bringing about all this natural beauty, beautiful creative talent within you, and how you want to express it in the world. And like it's like you're just feeling the life force really flowing through you and all of life right now, and it's really beautiful. Tea leaves, foresight, again, connecting, divining with nature. It could be, I feel like herbology, apothecary, drying your own flowers and herbs and making your own, homeopathic remedies, and, body creams and smoothies, and just like really being able to connect with nature, and how it, you receive that information in your body, not just through ingesting it, but like also like how you read nature, how it speaks to you when you're interacting with it in any form, even just in the tea leaves, but even outside with the animals or the trees or the leaves or the shape of something on the ground or whatever it is. Like you're just, it's like I see a lot of just the connection to the earth, which is really beautiful. Let two become one. Beautiful. So a lot of connection energy here for you. This is, the masculine, feminine, two beautiful beings coming into harmony and mutual love for one another, and being a team and partners and best friends and confidants, and choosing to move forward in life together, co-creating. And it's just like the green and the roses and the dragonfly here, transformation. And, I don't know, this is so beautiful. So there could be, this could also be just, it can be a person obviously coming into your reality, into your life, someone you're meant to be with and share this co-creation. It can also, for those of you who are single, it can mean that, it's aligning you to this energy of that. So first we come into harmony and balance with our own masculine, feminine energy, and then of course it, begins to manifest in the physical. So it's all aligning for you, like this beautiful partnership. If you're with someone already, it's like you're both growing and coming into this awareness together, where there's this real, just natural, mutual benefiting partnership of, and I'm seeing the infinity. It's like just infinite love, and it's like you're able to balance each other, like no matter where the other one's at. It's just like this constant reassuring energy that allows you both to grow. It's like, wow, I can feel it. It's really beautiful. Winter solstice reflection. Okay. That's beautiful. It's an energy of stillness, and your soul really allowing you the time to reflect and look over the past and what's happened and see it clearly, as opposed to distorted. You see the pond here is frozen. It's just like a perfect reflection of, it's like you can feel, you can hear, you can see, you can sense the truth. It's the different perspective that you've taken. Even she's under the ocean here, and this is like, above the forest, and it's like here in the winter there's no leaves or debris. It's all very still. It's quiet. You can hear. There's not a lot of distortion in the airwaves. Even underwater, it's like you're hearing your inner voice a lot more clearly in everything you do. It's, yeah, this is really beautiful. chop wood, number 42. Chop wood, carry water, right? It's a time in our life when we're reflecting and we're also being guided to clean things up. And as we're doing that, it's like a meditative process. If it's like washing your floors or giving your bathroom a really good, complete cleaning, or your kitchen or your refrigerator or your yard or whatever it is, like it's like you're receiving some very valuable insight from your soul in terms of just your mind is able to receive the wisdom, or the guidance, or the next inspired steps or moves, because your body's focused on, it's like you're beautifying your environment, you're clearing out the old energy, inviting in the new. It's like refreshing, and it's like seeing a chore as like, it's like being grateful that you have a space to cultivate with you. It's like everything's growing with you. It's like you're feeling, I can feel, it's like you're feeling the gratitude for the new insight, for the expanded awareness, and seeing things like being grateful for your resources, and how you receive them, no matter how big or small, and taking responsibility for it all, and seeing everything as a cycle and a period. Like, this is a temporary period of time where I'm learning and growing and healing and seeing things from new perspectives. And it's also giving me the opportunity to, focus on some chores around the house or whatever it is. So we have the Hierophant and the Nine of Swords. So there is definitely this beautiful commitment to your own soul growth and expansion, facing a lot of fears and things of the past that had you feeling stress or anxiety, or just were not in alignment with you, had you really in your head questioning yourself, doubting yourself, wondering if you're making the right choices or not. It's like you went through a period of time where it's like all you like the only thing left to do was to turn to your soul. Right? Because I've been here. It's like the only thing that made sense, the only right way to go, like it almost feels like it's beyond our control, is to go within our own soul. And now, so I see you, it's what's helping you move towards this expansion and healing and coming out of the head and back into the heart, is incorporating, your daily practices of choosing to connect with your soul on a daily basis consistently. Like, it's your go-to, like the questions go right to your soul and your heart first, the consciousness of life. And from there, you're able to know what steps to take forward. And, it comes from going within and choosing to reflect and choosing to, acknowledge all of the things that you've been through that have guided you to this point, and how you, discovered yourself through that process, and how you can be of service in the world now because of it. So it's really beautiful. It's like, this is such a amazingly perfect reading for like the process of what one might experience during a very big spiritual growth spurt. It's like this realization that we are so connected, and it's such a beautiful, overwhelming feeling, but it's not overwhelming. But then also with it comes like this whole new territory, right? So we know it's benevolent, it's supporting us, but it's like we're like students and kids again, like learning. It's like our soul is the teacher, and we don't know what the next thing's gonna be, right? It's like all in the moment. Like, you have to be in the moment, but then with that comes reassurance that you're in the moment, and you'll notice how your soul just is so supportive and brings you all the reassurance you need every moment. It's like so patient with us, and amazing. So the as long as you are consciously choosing to align with your soul every day and implement your own practices of, meditation or connection or journaling, even the process of organizing your home. Like, I'm just seeing this energy is coming up a lot for spring. It's like chop wood, carry water, keep going. Everything is slow and steady, and it's one day at a time. And, that way we have all the time in the world, right? So however physical means you have of connecting with your soul, and even just, putting inspirational quotes and pictures up around your house, pictures of your family, your loved ones, things that make you feel connected to your true authentic self and to the universe, to life, to the earth, to whatever you're in service to your partnerships. This beautiful sacred love partnership here that's just so beautiful with the masculine, feminine energies, and, really knowing that you deserve that beautiful love in your life. And oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. So I'm going to read this card to end the message. The perfection of your life. Have you ever seen a storm pictured from above? It can appear to be so beautiful and elegant. This is certainly different to the ground view, which can be quite a violent experience. So too, there is great beauty in your life now. However, at this point in the natural process, you may be experiencing it as anxiety-inducing rather than beautiful. You may sense it as internal chaos. You may feel it as something that is waiting to erupt from within, as a restlessness or an anxiety that you cannot quite articulate, but sense vaguely nonetheless. Perhaps the chaos is fully fledged, and a person or situation in your life is causing all kinds of havoc, upheaval, or change and uncertainty in your world. Excuse me. Whether the chaos seems subtle, strong, internal, or external, this oracle brings the same message for you. All is unfolding according to a perfect higher order. You are currently enduring a cosmic spiritual storm which is having an impact on you. It is clearing things out, ruffling feathers, and preparing you for that lovely, super fresh, uplifted feeling that one experiences after the storm has finally passed. If you have drawn the oracle, which we didn't, if you cannot believe there is anything happening, even at a subtle level, because you feel stuck, denied, bored, thwarted, or stale, this oracle brings you a message also. No matter what appears to be, in truth, there is only the unfolding creative genius of the universe. You are not forgotten. You have not been looked over. You have not been denied, found wanting, or rejected as unworthy. The storm that needs to erupt is in your own heart. Do your liberating rain dance. Rage, weep, pray, dance, paint, or sing. Express whatever is needed, however is needed, to exercise the blocked energy in your heart. Then you will call on the powerful perfection of your life path as it aligns for the next creative turn of the spiral of life. Once again, you will trust and directly experience the flower of life unfolding within you and around you. So, this is really beautiful. Should I read this healing process? I'm going to read it to you really quick. Imagine that you are standing at the silent center of a great cleansing storm. All aspects of your life are rained upon, blown about, and even messed up a little. How do you feel? The storm then passes, and you are left with soft sunshine and slightly soggy feet. Some parts of your life have been washed away. Some others will be strong and stable. A bit messy perhaps, but still there nonetheless. How do you feel? Underneath your feet, you see a pattern forming in the cleansed earth as if it is rising up from the damp, slightly disturbed soil. A golden, gleaming, geometric pattern of the flower of life glows. Sense the perfection of the form. See how each flower feeds into the next in symmetry, harmony, and balance. Finish this practice by saying, I give thanks for the higher order of my life, which I trust implicitly, as it guides me into wholeness and love. From that which appears as chaos, new order is rising. I trust this and receive the gift of higher order in my life, or greater order in my life now. Through grace and mercy, so be it. Relax for a moment, become aware of your feet, and in your own time, go back to your day or evening. So, this is like huge. It's like life transforming for you. And I know it may feel a little, chaotic, or if it, or if you're moving out of that, it will, if you haven't yet, you will. And if you have, it's like life is this constant unfolding. And when we go through these spiritual boosts or whatever it is, like this growth spurt in our own internal worlds, it can feel like sometimes at the moment that, it's like we have to let go of fears. This will pass and it is teaching us something. So always return to, what is this showing me? What is this teaching me? It's like moving out of the programming, moving out of the limited thinking, the lack, the robot type mentality, and allowing your own beautiful nature to align, and trusting your intuition, trusting your guidance, trusting, your own thinking, your own thoughts that come from your soul and your heart. Okay. So it's like whatever's being cleared away, whatever's happened needed to, so that you could fully align and embrace what you're moving into, which is so beautiful. It's just this beautiful connection where you're going, it's all about how you feel in your life. Everything that we experience is about how we feel. And so just trust your soul. It's always guiding you towards what feels really good for you. And during periods of time like this, it's teaching us, it's refining us. So really see it as an opportunity. It's like we have the best teacher in the world, and it's our own soul. And so whatever is happening, it's like sometimes I feel like when I was going, I remember I went through this, I've gone through this a few times, but really intense last year. And it was like, I felt like the rebellious teenager against my soul, it's like making me feel like I had to do all this stuff that it's like my old self is like, I don't want to, but it's just like, once we begin it, it's just taking that first step. We see how it truly benefits us and matures us and helps us become more aware of things that we weren't aware of before, and how to, handle ourselves on a daily basis, how to interact with the world, how to, you know, nurture these amazing sacred love connections and be the truly responsible co-creators that we all like. It serves the all-inclusive nature of life, and you know teaches us how to interact with the different energies and relationships and situations that our heart and soul really truly want to be a participant of, or co-creator with, or just be a part of in some way. So congratulations, for choosing to learn and grow and honor your commitments to yourself and your growth into this earth, and just keep going. It's that humbling of our spirit. It humbles us and reminds us to be compassionate. And, at the end of the day, it's all about love and how we, chose to be in this world, how we chose to think and act, and what energy ultimately that we took responsibility for. And it's like when we take full responsibility for what we create, it feels so good because we can stand behind it. We know we've made that decision inside, and nothing anyone ever says or does outside of us can ever change that knowing that we've, chosen that. So it's just so beautiful. I feel a lot of really beautiful energy surrounding you. So just remind yourself of that whenever you need to, and keep going, whatever you're doing. This is just affirming you're on the right path. And there's like ancient divining energy within you that's awakening. So connecting with the earth is really going to unlock and awaken even more within you that it's just more of your own tools in your own toolbox, and how you approach and engage with life. And it's going to be magical and insightful. And there may be some periods of sadness, but that comes with loving so deeply. We see the truth, and it's just so beautiful, simple and humble, and yet so powerful and gorgeous, especially when we're able to come out of the head, right? So keep going. You're amazing. Thank you for being you, and so strong and beautiful and connected and authentic and just you, okay? Thank you, you guys. And thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. I really appreciate it, and appreciate you for doing it. And I look forward to seeing you all for the next pick a card. All my infinite love as always. Peace in, peace out.